Congratulations and welcome back. A little bit of an upgrade here too, with the co-main event slot with Frankie and Pedro being out. So how does that one feel?
And it feels great. It's definitely a pretty big upgrade. I think it was the second fight on the card originally, and now I'm the second of the last fight on the card. So pretty honored, man. Definitely not something I expected at all, but I'm ready.
And as far as getting ready, I mean, a lot of people have struggled to have normal camps during the pandemic. We've seen a lot of people training from home, gym closures, depending on where you're training out of. So how have things been for you?
Yeah, I kind of dealt with similar things. I was able to pull a camp together though. I train out. At first I was training at home and doing secret training sessions with the gym being closed and trying to sneak in there without getting caught. And then I was able to actually do my camp in New York City. Again, secret training sessions. I'm probably not supposed to be saying that, but I think everybody's been doing the same thing also. But yeah, I did my training camp in New York City. At first, it was a little bit rough because that's where the coronavirus had kind of hit the hardest, and then it kind of spiked in Dallas at the same time. But I was able to get some training partners together, and we were able to pull together a pretty good camp.
Now you're back at flyweight for this one, and obviously, between, like you said, the craziness of training camp, the travel to Abu Dhabi, the restrictions during fight week, as far as quarantine and everything, I mean, does any of that complicate the weight cut for you?
No, not really. It's pretty hot here in Abu Dhabi, so I'm actually a couple of pounds ahead of schedule. I think it just kind of comes down to disciplined dieting and being consistent, and we've been able to do all of those pretty well. I'm an experienced fighter too, traveling overseas, so I was pretty prepared ahead of time for what was to come, and yeah, I feel good.
And last one for me, I mean, we've heard a lot about fighters fighting in an empty arena, being able to hear their corners, their opponent's corners, even the commentators. What do you anticipate that experience to be like?
I feel like it's probably going to feel a bit like a sparring session, where I could hear, my sparring opponents, coaches yelling out, advice against me, vice versa, and hearing my coaches pretty clear. I'm kind of like a video game sometimes, where my coach will tell me to do something and I'll pull the trigger like right away. Um, yeah, I'm excited, man. I've never had that experience before. I've never dealt with that, and we'll see how it goes. I feel like it's going to go well, though.